This is to all the people through all the last years, 30, 40, 50, 60 years of fighting the Russians. They are an existential threat. What does that mean, existential? That means to our very existence. They are a threat to our very existence. We had the Cold War. Who was it? It was against Russia, and then it became more prominent against China. It is still that today. You see, these multinational guys like Trump and a whole bunch of other ones, they don't really care about borders. And everybody want to talk about because they can get up there and wave a bunch of flags that make them patriots. That's a sight game, bro. They start complaining, the Democrats, they're talking about how good this country is because it is. Man, we can go eat what we want to eat pretty much. There's people that feed their dogs. They go in the refrigerators in the supermarket now. They got refrigerated dog food. That's better than some people in some countries eat. People's pets over here. People cry more about animals over here than they do about human life. So man, get real. Get real with this stuff. You know what I mean? Patriotism. How many people have died fighting the Russians? Whether it was through proxies, Russia's, hooking up Cuba, throw us all crazy. John F. Kennedy back in, all in the game. Russians in Afghanistan, Russians all over the place. Russia helping Syria, Russia helping Iran, Russia causing problems in Turkey. These are countries, man, our national security, and this is what a lot of cats need to really understand. We want to fight on other people's soil. And before we get into the Atlantic or on the Pacific or the Atlantic coast, we need alliances. Those folks don't need to pay a dime, really, because that's the way we look at it. We pay them to put our weapons and our advanced systems on their land, putting them in jeopardy because they're going to get you first. It's on their borders. All those countries in NATO and all those people, they're right on the border, man. We pay them to put our stuff on their land so we can deal with that crap on their land versus having it on our land. That's what NATO and all these alliances do for us. You ain't protect the people that are there, but if they didn't pay a dime, if the truth be told, we still want to put our stuff there, and we would pay them, and we pay them to put our guns, our rockets, and all our stuff there on their land because we want to fight it on their land instead of having to wait till they got all the way to the Atlantic coast, on the Atlantic Ocean to start fighting on the Pacific. We learned that lesson. So we've worked to deal with it in other people's countries. It ain't about saying radical Islam. It's about, hey, man, we need these guys to help us as much as we can. So, if I got to avoid saying, if it don't do me any good to say radical Islam, well, shit, man, I'm going to tell you, man. All of these Ku Klux Klan, these neo-Nazis, and all these white supremacist groups, I guarantee you, they're going to try to justify their stuff through Christianity. Call them radical Christians. And I'm speaking to your preachers and all y'all jump up and want to call something radical Islam. Well, start calling these cats, in the United States, radical Christianity. You see, the truth is the truth. I believe in the Lord. Ain't no way I can be sitting here saying it. Like you say, God said, a bunch of people running around and studying, saying stuff with their mouth. They don't even know the Lord, using the Bible to justify killing black folks, making them slaves, using the Bible to justify, the pure bloodline. You're not pure bloodline. You're not Hebrew. You wasn't born over there in the Middle East. So you're not no pure nothing. You know what I'm saying? But they use Christianity to justify it. And they're here. Texas got more hate groups than any state in the country, in the United States. Man, this dude is making it dangerous for our national security by messing around with the NATO and by giving aid and comfort to the enemy, by telling Russia to hack. If they did hack, give up some stuff that can help him. He's like that. He's a dictator. He's set up there and gonna say something about his own, the president. That shows you that these people that listen to him and like him, the large majority of them, the ones that really do have some understanding, they don't see this country as a one family, man. They see their ethnic, their white skin, and anything other than that, it ain't part of them. They don't see the United States. So they have no problem knocking down their own president. They have no problem going overseas and getting in bed with other leaders in other countries. If it was anybody other than a white person, that person would be in a chains, locked up and tried for treason and giving aid and comfort to the enemy. We don't have an ISIS problem, man. We got a greed and a hate and an evil problem. And it's coming from a certain group of people who ain't no way them folks can get all that kind of explosive without somebody in our intelligence organizations knowing about it. They want stuff to keep going so they can have a boogeyman. What you gonna do with all of the military when you bring them home if there ain't no wars to fight? They want that, man. They get in bed with the enemy. They've been doing it. They've been doing it back with Iran, Contra. A lot of cats don't know about that. Young kids. Young kids, look, man, don't be naive and so idealistic to the point to where you don't realize, hey, man, there's some bad, evil stuff going on, and a lot of that bad, evil stuff is being stirred up by rich, powerful, connected, influential people. Guns don't kill people. Ideas do. But there's a lot of guns out there. You see, and the people that are putting these ideas out are the same ones making these guns. Call it, man. If I see a black person doing something stupid or saying something stupid or being racist, I used to get into it with my ex-wife because she would come off saying racist stuff against whites or Latinos. Yeah, to this very day, she tried to mess with me about that. Man, truth is truth. Truth is truth. Oh, man, I ain't been on Facebook in so long, and I ain't been on none of this internet stuff. Because I said I didn't want no harassment. But man, like I say, when President Obama became president, we were bleeding. Jobs, we're not bleeding like that before. We may not be where we want to be, man, but we damn sure ain't where we were when President Obama took office. But now they want to point to how people are not satisfied. You're not satisfied with all that food you eating at buffet? Hometown buffet. You're not satisfied where you can walk into Sam's, Costco, none of these other places. You can drive around these big old rides. You throw away food, other people. You're not satisfied. You got these big ass TVs and all these antennas. You can pick up all these stations. The people that ain't giving you no increase in wage limit, Donald Trump is those people. Man, snap out of it. We live in a wonderful country. We have the best of everything. People are dying to try to get over here. And we're not great. That's a psych job, man. And if you're angry and you're just bored and you've been itching to hurt somebody, be honest, because that's what's going on. There's a spirit of destruction and anarchy going on. It ain't because we're not great. It's a spirit of destruction and people that just want anarchy, man, because they're bored with their lives and they don't have an understanding about the Lord. They may walk around with a Bible, but they have no understanding, so they have no fulfillment in their life. Porn ain't doing it for them anymore. Whether it's porn food, whether it's porn clothes, whether it's porn lifting weights, it's all sick. I know. I've been out here in the wilderness. I've been looking at it. I've been understanding it. I've been trying to find the nature of this stuff. Ain't nothing like the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Ain't nothing like Christ to give you goosebumps. Love will triumph. Love will win. Love will win. And it's very simple. If you don't have a Bible, get one. Look up 1 Corinthians chapter 13. You'll understand what love is. Love is going to win. Love ain't tripping and worried and fearful. Love is going to win. And I'm back. Well, I ain't never went anywhere. I just had stuff I got to deal with. But I'm here. And whatever happened, they start giving me phone calls again. Start monitoring me. I ain't worried about it. Again, much love to people that, man, that are being used and abused. Much love to you. People that are being told stuff and don't know. People that are caught up on drugs, and different things that are addicted. Man, God bless you. And truly from my heart, I really mean that. God bless you. People that are caught up, I pray, man. I pray for me. And the Lord God of Abraham and Isaac, Jacob, Jesus Christ, Lord knows, man. I pray for all those who pain and suffer. But everybody got a job to do. And And I wouldn't want anyone to mistake me for being an angry man, because I'm not. It was a time when I was, but I'm not. I'm truly not. Sometimes I get so earnest and so into what I'm saying, and it looks like I'm angry. But man, I've been through the ring, and joy and all this other stuff. And soon I'm going to be playing music, and I need support. I can't do it. I can't do it alone. I need to get back. I got groups of people, but I had to get away because, like I said, I've been in the wilderness, being tempted by the devil. But like Jesus, the example of Jesus, man, it all comes right back to God, the Father. It always comes right back to that. But we gotta understand it. If you don't understand stuff, people can tell you anything. So this is a pretty long video right here. Thank you for listening. Share it with your friends. Don't be fooled, man, and hold everybody to the same standard. The President Obama said any of the stuff, made fun of disabled people, women, just say stupid stuff, hurtful stuff, ignorant stuff that really jeopardizes our national security. Complimenting dictators. See, Donald Trump is a dictator at heart. That's why he liked other dictators. See, and there's other men like him out there. That's why he has so much support. You have a group of his supporters, man, that are just angry and frustrated. And they done ate all the food they can eat. They're tired of looking at the shows on TV. Their lives may not, because it ain't like they're hungry. It ain't like they don't have nice TVs and flat screen and phones and this and that. And it ain't like they're getting shot at and killed. Most people that go through that kind of stuff are in the ghettos. And it's done by the people that look like them. Most 80-something, 90% of crime having the blacks happen by them from other blacks. Same thing with whites. Look up the statistics. And most crimes happen in this country is from whites because that's the most people in this country. But percentage-wise, most people go to jail is the blacks and the browns. You go figure. But again, I'm not an angry person. I'm just pointing out something people don't want to hear. We always respect the police. That's why they get $1 million for killing a nigga. Yeah, I said it like that just to be the raw, because that's how they talk and that's how they think. I'm not going to get convicted. And it don't even matter. I can sit here and beat on him for 15 minutes. Ain't nobody going to do nothing. That ain't going nowhere. People say get over it. It's in the past. It ain't in the past. These phones is just showing it up. So everybody been caring about the police. I called the police before. Called police a couple of times when I had to. And I done been caught up in the criminal justice system. But I tell you, man, so it ain't about, hey, it's either or. If you don't want to be a nigga getting killed for no reason and you say something about it, that means you don't like the police. Man, come on, elevate, man. Elevate. And speak bluntly. Elevate and speak bluntly. Much love, much peace. Later. I need some help. I need some production assistance. Camera people. Got to do my music. I need help. But I only roll, man, with the real deals. I don't care what color you are. As long as you, man, I'm dying for truth. I'm dying for the Lord. That makes life exciting. I ain't trying to die for no money. I ain't trying to die for a piece of sex or something. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not dying because somebody look like me, but they're full of shit. I want to roll with the true people, real deals. Peace and out. Peace and love.